everybody, it's Heidi with Crafted & Company again. Today I have another project piece. So this is a triple dresser and it is a solid wood piece. These broke off, so those need replaced on that end there. And some wood filler down here, but ultimately it just needs a really good sanding and get all of that off. This actually has solid brass handles. Look at that patina. Pretty cool, but we are going to add different hardware at the end. So yeah, so let's get started. to stain the top of this with a Minwax, and it's semi-transparent in the color Special Walnut. And so I really like this color. So that's that color. So I'm gonna go for it. And there's really no going back unless you want to sand it all again. But I think that's gonna look good with the black. So let's get to it. Okay, so I feel like I haven't really done much talking since I stained the top. So just let me go over everything that I did. So I repaired these legs down here. They didn't break, like they came off. They broke off, but they broke off in the piece that, a solid piece that they were in. So it was a separate piece. This section here is 2 pieces and these were a separate piece. So I was able to repair those very easily. I did very little wood filler, but I had to do a little bit of wood filler down here. And then I ran into a problem on the sides. These are separate boards. They were probably all nicely glued together at one point, but then over time they all separated. So I had to come in from under here and I had to put a screw here, and then I attempted to put a screw in here, but it broke off. So I ended up putting little Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree. Once I got the wood in place, I glued it to the top and then to the side, and same here. And then down here I did that, and here. And those little blocks were already there. So I thought, you know what, it's fine. It doesn't affect the drawer at all, and it pushed all the boards where they needed to be, and kept them there. So that I didn't have that problem with that side, only this side up here. The bottom seemed to be okay, so I left that alone. The drawers, I thought about keeping, you know, wood and then staining them to match the top. But I ended up, the hardware that was on there dug so deep into the wood, I ended up even having to use some wood filler. Otherwise I just would have been sanding and sanding and sanding. I kept trying to get it all off and it just wasn't coming. Maybe I needed a lower grit sandpaper. I was using 80, I think. Maybe I needed a 60. I didn't have any. So I ended up painting all the drawers black. That was not my original intention, but you know what? It already sold. The gal that came to buy the mid-century modern dresser saw this sitting here. I didn't even have it sealed yet, and she asked me what hardware I was putting on it, and I showed her. And then I told her a mirror that I still had to do came with it, and that I told her I was going to ask $350, which that is a great deal for a solid wood dresser. I probably could have put $450 on this, but I thought if I could get at least $350 for it, I was happy. She Venmo'd me the money for both of them right away and said just to let her know when this one was done, she'd come pick it up. She's a realtor and she owns a staging business, and so she bought these dressers to stage her homes and then other realtors' homes that they have listed. So they go in, and her and her mom, they decorate these houses and stage them. So they have like 5 storage units full of dressers, and she said they just didn't have enough dressers, and so they were in the market for some. And so I may even have future pieces that she'll be interested in. She said to let her know right away. So look, I was tickled to death to have sold this before it was even done. I didn't even have to list it. It was a blessing. And you know, the Lord knows when we need a blessing, and it was a blessing that I sold both pieces. Not only do I not want them in my house, you know, it was just a good timing to have those done. and everything. So anyway, you guys, I just thought I would cut in here and just kind of give you guys a little update. I ended up loving this color with the black, and the black mirror is just gonna really look great above it. And then it'll be gold hardware. And so I did 2 coats of sealer on this, and she loved it. She loved the color of stain. She loved the dresser, so I wasn't going to change another thing on it. So yeah, so that's where I'm at, you guys. Excuse the mess around me. Definitely when you have all this stuff going on. But once I get it past the stage of prepping, and I'm starting to paint and seal and do all of that, I like to do that in the house. I do not like to do that outside in the elements. If it rains, if it, bugs stick to wet paint and sealer, and I just don't like to mess with it. So anyway, that's it. So let's keep going. You guys, the next step on this is I'm going to get the hardware on here, and then we're going to start the mirror. The mirror will be a quick last portion of this video, but I hope you guys stick around to the very end so that you can see it all done. All right, guys, keep watching. Okay, so I just want to say I am so happy. I got the first handle on and it's in. I'm so happy. Oh man, so it was a process, real quick. So I was ordering a part. It didn't make it here for this because I really need to get this done and out of here. So, but it's going to be a template. I'll post a picture of it here, what I'm getting. But anyway, in the meantime, I had 9 drawers that I had to put handles on, and I need them to be very perfect because of the way that they're on the dresser. So my mother made this template for me for 6 of the drawers. This is one of them on graph paper, and it was absolutely perfect. Then after she did that, then it goes on like this, and each one got taped on with painter's tape. She made a little tiny hole. Then she went through, see the little, and then she went through and we just did a little dab of paint that I could see on the black. And then I'm going through with a nail. I only did the one so far. And I'll make a little tiny nail hole just so my drill doesn't slip and slide all over the place. And look, you would think the way I'm talking that I've never done this before. But it does give me anxiety so bad because I don't want to screw it up. And so I was like, Mom, make me a template. So she made me a template, and then she did one for, where's it at? This one. And then these two smaller ones. So you guys, they're going to be perfect. I'm so excited. So that was her little working station. God love my mama. And I am going to go ahead and get the rest of these done. And so, yeah, let's get to it.